What if the power to heal yourself, to transcend the bonds of matter, and ascend to new states of being, were hidden in the most intimate and neglected place of your existence? What if the key to activating your own inner alchemy were not found in complex rituals or closely guarded secrets, but rather in the most primordial frequency you emit? Prepare to unravel hidden mysteries that have been whispered through the ages, passed down in ancient wisdom, and sometimes even recorded in forbidden texts that modern humanity has chosen to forget. It's not about what you believe your voice can do, but about what it really is: a direct bridge to cosmic energy, an instrument of spiritual enlightenment, and a forgotten pathway to the healing power that lies dormant within. This journey is not for the distracted, but for those who dare to look beyond the veil of apparent reality and reclaim their vibrational heritage. Curious? Do you feel this ancient resonance calling? Then stay with me for what will be revealed. Here has the potential to redefine how you think about yourself and the universe. If this knowledge resonates with you, show your support with a like, leave a comment about your first intuition, and subscribe so you don't miss future revelations. The seed has been planted. Now let's water it together. Your voice, that breath, transformed into audible sound, is much more than vocal cords vibrating in the air. It is a unique energetic signature, a primordial frequency that pulsates from the center of your being. Think of it as the brush with which you paint your inner and outer reality. The ancients, holders of an ancient wisdom that we have been conditioned to devalue, understood the power inherent in vibration. It is no coincidence that many hidden mysteries and healing practices in remote civilizations involve the intentional use of sound, chanting, and murmuring. These were not mere folkloric rituals. They were vibrational technologies passed down from master to disciple, sometimes veiled in allegories or recorded in forbidden texts to prevent them from falling into unworthy hands or being distorted. They knew that every sound you emit, every syllable, every vocalized sigh, carries an informational and energetic charge, capable of interacting with your own molecular structure and the cosmic energy fields that surround you. Imagine the body, not as a solid machine, but as an orchestra of frequencies. When this orchestra is out of tune, dysfunctions, illnesses, and imbalances arise. The voice, when used with intention and awareness, acts as a conductor, capable of readjusting internal, tuning and restoring vibrational harmony. It is a process of inner alchemy, where the lead of our limitations and blockages is transmuted into the gold of vitality and well-being. This is the essence of the voice as ancient medicine, not a medicine that suppresses symptoms, but one that goes to the root, dissolving dissonances at the vibrational level. This is why certain vocal practices can release repressed emotions, undo energetic knots, clear the mind, and even influence physiological processes. Spiritual enlightenment, in this context, is not just a mental state, but an internal resonance. That raises your frequency, making you more receptive to the higher dimensions of existence. This understanding is not limited to mystical theories. Modern quantum physics is beginning to grasp this same reality. Everything is vibration. But ancient wisdom has been navigating these oceans of frequency for millennia. They mapped the correspondences between certain sounds or vocal sequences and the body's energy centers, the elements of nature, and cosmic cycles. Some of these maps have been lost, others have been kept secret, but the key to reawakening them lies in your own ability to feel and direct the vibration of your voice. It's a return to a universal language, one that predates spoken words, a language of frequencies that connects you directly to the memory of life, to your body's innate intelligence, and to the vast reservoir of cosmic energy. But how, exactly, do we navigate this vibrational map? How do we unlock this dormant power in our own throat? Voice medicine is not just about emitting sound. It's about the quality, intention, and direction of that vibration. And there are principles that govern this art, principles that have been encoded not only in Forbidden's texts, but in the very fabric of the vibrational universe. The next revelation will unveil some of the portals your voice can open. Consider the terrible truth behind the stillness imposed on you from an early age. It is not the peace of the monk in deep meditation who chooses external silence to hear the inner symphony. It is the stillness of fear, the gag of "don't make noise," of "be quiet," of your voice bothers you. This forced discipline is not politeness. It is a form of energetic castration, a subtle shackle that binds you. Ancient wisdom, preserved in fragments and whispers through the ages, has always understood that the human voice is a powerful vehicle, a direct vibratory channel for cosmic energy. To silence this voice, whether through external imposition or internalized self-censorship, is to cut off the flow, to prevent a vital part of your being from resonating with the vast tapestry of existence. It is a deliberate act, often unconscious to the one who performs it, but with devastating consequences for your inner alchemy. Imagine your body not as a machine, but as a complex instrument of strings and resonance. Each energy center, each organ, each cell possesses an ideal frequency. Your voice, when free and authentic, acts as a master tuning fork, harmonizing and elevating these internal frequencies. When you are taught to silence, to suppress your sonorous expression, be it a cry of pain, a laugh of joy, or simply the affirmation of your truth, you are, in essence, detuning this instrument. You are creating blockages in the flow of energy, strangling the vital current that should nourish your being and connect you to the universal pulse. The Forbidden's texts, those that were burned, hidden, or distorted throughout history, often held keys to unlocking this vocal power. They spoke of sacred shrouds, of primordial sounds, of the ability to invoke or dissipate energies simply by the correct modulation of the voice. These hidden mysteries were not just about complex rituals. They were about the rediscovery of one's own sonic divinity. The suppression of the individual voice was an effective tactic to keep the masses disconnected from their own strength, from their ability to manifest and achieve profound states of spiritual enlightenment that depend on this internal and external resonance with the divine. The sonic prison has no physical walls, but is built from the fear of one's own power, the shame of one's own expression, the belief that one is not worthy of being heard, that one's intrinsic vibration does not matter. You carry this cage within. You, every time you swallow words, every time you remain silent to please, every time your throat constricts with the need to speak your truth. This constriction is literal and energetic, preventing not only the emission of sound, but the free circulation of your own life force. Inner alchemy stagnates when the primary agent of vibrational transformation is inhibited. Cosmic energy flows, but you lack an open channel to fully receive it, to integrate it, and use it to shape your reality. You become a passive receiver, rather than an active creator, resonating with the universe. Ancient wisdom reminds us that the first sound was that of the word, the primordial vibration that gave rise to everything. To remain silent is to deny this divine heritage, to live in a muffled echo of your potential. But the prison, however, well constructed by the hands of fear and conformity, has fissures. And these fissures begin to open the moment you question the need for forced silence, the moment you feel the impulse, however small, to allow a genuine frequency to emerge from your throat. The journey out of this sonic cage is not quick, but each conscious and authentic sound you emit is a key that turns in the lock. And what awaits outside is not just the right to speak, but access to realms of consciousness that the prison has kept at bay. How then do we begin to dismantle these vibrational walls built within us? The answer lies in the intention and courage to release the imprisoned sound. The journey to dismantle the walls of the sonic prison begins with the simplest and perhaps most difficult act, the conscious intention to allow the trapped vibration to find its way out. It's not just about speaking, but about sounding. It's giving your vibrational essence permission to express itself. Think of it as an internal tuner. Throughout life, layers of fear, judgment, and conformity have created dissonance. The first step in sonic inner alchemy is to seek authentic resonance. This can begin with guttural sounds, with intentional murmurs, with the simple emission of a continuous tone, allowing it to vibrate through your body, clearing the channels. Ancient wisdom across diverse cultures understood the healing and transmuting power of vocalization. In ancient Egypt, priests used specific chants and tones in temples to interact with the energies of the deities and align the individual with cosmic forces. It wasn't mere melody. It was vibrational engineering. Similarly, in the Vedic tradition, the sound Om is not just a symbol, but the primordial reverberation from which the universe manifested, as described in the Upanishads. Chanting it correctly is not just repeating a mantra, but attuning oneself to the original cosmic energy, to the vibration that sustains all existence. It is an invitation for one's own frequency to return to harmony with the source, but the practice goes beyond the familiar sacred sounds. There are hidden mysteries and forbidden texts that describe the use of specific frequencies and syllables for purposes far beyond meditation, to heal the body, to influence the environment, to alter states of consciousness, and even to interact with non-physical planes. These teachings, often veiled or coded, reveal that sound is a vehicle for intention and will, a tool for shaping internal and external reality. Every sound you emit carries your energetic signature, your intention. A sound emitted with fear reinforces the prison walls. A sound emitted with courage and authenticity begins to dissolve them, releasing trapped. Sound is a gradual process of reconnection. It involves learning to feel the vibration in your body, in your throat, chest, and belly, and allowing it to flow without restriction. It's like unlocking a dammed river. At first, the flow is hesitant, but as obstacles are removed, the current becomes powerful. This liberation is not limited to the spoken or sung voice. It includes the inner sound, the vibration of your being that resonates even in apparent silence. Spiritual enlightenment is not just about seeing the light. It is also about hearing the inner symphony, the pure vibration of the soul that aligns with the vibration of the cosmos dot by practicing the conscious emission of sound, whether a simple tone, an ancestral chant, or the free vocalization of what you feel. You are engaging in the most fundamental of inner alchemies. You are using your own vibrational energy to transmute stagnant energetic patterns, to clear blockages that impede the free flow of cosmic energy through you. You are reclaiming your right to be a nodal point of resonance in the vast vibrational field of the universe. The courage to emit your authentic sound, however fragile at first, sends a ripple through the matrix of your existence, and remarkably, the existence around you. For if everything is vibration, and your sound alters your own internal vibration, what happens when this newly released vibration interacts with the vibrational field you call reality? Does sound not only reveal the matrix, but also have the power to rewrite it? And see, each part of this sacred instrument we call the body is not an inert mass, but an intricate network of vibrations. Each organ, each tissue, each cell, and yes, the energy centers known in ancient wisdom as chakras, possesses its unique frequency, its specific note in the symphony of individual existence. When this symphony is in harmony, when each note vibrates, in its purity and appropriate resonance, we experience what we call health, vibrational fullness. But what happens when a note goes out of tune? When an organ, a chakra, begins to vibrate outside its natural frequency? This is when dissonance, friction, and disease arise. The body ceases to be a melodious lyre or a cathedral whose arches echo in unison and becomes a collection of dissonant notes, a disordered clamor. The ancients Those who comprehended the hidden mysteries beyond superficial vision knew this. They understood that illness was not merely a punishment or a biological error, but a state of vibrational imbalance. And they knew that the key to restoring harmony lay in vibration itself, in the conscious use of sound. Scattered fragments, perhaps remnants of forbidden texts swept away by the dust of time, or guarded by secret lineages. Whisper of sacred chants, of specific tones capable of resonating with and rectifying the misaligned frequencies within the human body. These were not mere superstitions. They were the practical application of a profound understanding of inner alchemy, the art of transmuting the dense energy of dissonance into light and vibrational harmony. The human voice then becomes the conductor of the inner orchestra, the primary tool for this alchemy. By emitting sound with intention, especially those tones that echo in the depths of our being, we are literally sending waves of vibrational correction through our own temple. We are helping the lyre strings find their tuning, allowing cosmic energy to flow unimpeded through the energetic channels, restoring the resonant architecture of the inner cathedral. The conscious practice of sound, whether in meditation, ritualistic chanting, or therapeutic vocalization, is a form of embodied spiritual enlightenment, a path to attuning the microcosm of the body with the macrocosm of the universe. Consider the mantras of various ancient traditions. They are not arbitrary. They were discovered or revealed as specific vibrational keys capable of opening energetic doors, clearing blockages, and aligning frequencies. Repeating a mantra is not just a mental exercise. It is a sonic bath that recalibrates your own internal radio station to tune into higher frequencies of cosmic energy. It is a vibrational dialogue between your inner being and the unified energy field that permeates all existence. But if the sound emitted is so powerful to heal and harmonize the body, to rewrite internal reality, where, ultimately, does it originate? Is it merely the product of human vocal cords and breath? Or is there a deeper source, a primordial sound, a vibrant silence from which all manifestation emerges, and to which all sound eventually returns? What of the vibration that exists even before audible sound, the fundamental frequency of being itself, perhaps described in some forbidden texts as the original vibration? Is this silent vibration the true essence behind the power of audible sound? What resides in the space between the notes, in the vast silence that punctuates the melody of life? This silent vibration, this fundamental frequency, is what some call the voice of the soul. It is not the sound produced by trained vocal cords or shaped by rules of harmony and rhythm, established by academies or external musical traditions. It is the raw, authentic expression of your deepest essence, seeking to manifest itself through the vehicle of the body. Technical music, with all its beauty, complexity, and order, often focuses on external perfection, on the form that pleases the ear or adheres to predefined patterns. Intuitive singing, conscious vocalization, unfettered by fixed technique or aesthetic expectations, focuses on the inner truth, the vibrational content, the intention behind the note or the non-note. For silence is as crucial as the sound, healing. True inner alchemy through sound resides not in the complexity of the melody or the precision of the tone, but in the purity of intention and the consciousness that infuses the emitted vibration. This is why a simple lament emerging from deep within can heal and liberate more than the most elaborate and technically perfect aria, if the lament comes from the truth of the soul and is intoned with total presence and vulnerability. It is liberation, the permission for this original vibration, this core frequency that is your energetic signature, often muffled by the layers of the rational mind, by repressed emotions and social conditioning, to flow freely and find its own form of expression. This is a practice that resonates with the ancient wisdom of shamans, healers, and mystics from diverse eras and cultures who used song, The sound of voice and instruments in a ritualistic way, not to entertain, but to alter states of consciousness, to invoke forces of nature or spirit, to banish dissonant energies, to weave the fabric of invisible reality. They were not virtuosos in the classical sense. They were vibrational channels, translators of the soul into sound. Many of these profound secrets about the intrinsic power of sound, about the exact correspondence between the internal vibration of the human being and the external vibration of the cosmos, about how conscious sound can reconfigure subtle matter and even influence perceived reality, are among the hidden mysteries, knowledge that has been hidden, forgotten, or deliberately suppressed throughout history, perhaps alluded to in certain forbidden texts that escaped scrutiny and the domestication of knowledge by the authorities of each era. These texts, if they indeed exist in their original and accessible form, would likely not present musical scores as we know them, but rather keys to understanding the fundamentally vibrational nature of existence and the role of human sound and, paradoxically, silence in this cosmic tapestry. Spiritual enlightenment, in this context of inner sonic alchemy, is not merely a state of mental understanding or bliss, but a profound vibrational attunement, an alignment of the individual frequency with the frequency of the cosmic energy that sustains and permeates all that exists. Conscious intuitive singing, the vocalization of the soul, is one of the most direct and powerful paths to this attunement, to feeling and knowing this cosmic energy, not just as a concept, but as a pulsating reality within and without oneself. You sing without rules from the center of your being, allowing the voice of your soul to manifest. You are accessing a personal, unique, and non-transferable vibrational code. You are emitting into the energy field a frequency that is the energetic signature of your soul at that precise moment, expressing your present vibrational truth. This frequency, when emitted with full awareness and intention, whether the intention is to release pain, invoke joy, connect with the divine, or manifest health, interacts with the surrounding energy field, reverberating in the subtle structures of the body, mind, and environment. It is sonic alchemy in action, a real-time process of transforming internal dissonance into harmony, blockage into flow, shadow into light. It is allowing the ancient wisdom contained not only in ancient texts, but in the very vibrational DNA of humanity and the cosmos to express itself through you. But what happens when this personal frequency, this unique soul song emerging from the original vibration, encounters other frequencies? What manifests and what power is released or created when multiple beings resonate their vibrational truths in intentional unison or spontaneous harmony? And what do these collective resonances, or even individual resonance with something greater than the self reveal about the fundamental structure of reality, about the hidden patterns that govern manifestation at all levels? Is there a greater song being sung by the cosmos itself, an eternal symphony of cosmic energy? And are our voices merely notes, or perhaps, more accurately, complex and ever-changing harmonies within this vast and indescribable universal orchestra? What if the key to accessing certain hidden mysteries, to unlocking patterns that govern life and the very manifestation of reality, lies not only in the conscious emission of our own unique vibration, but crucially in the ability to hear, recognize, and resonate with the vibration of others, and even with the silent vibration of the universe itself? What do we learn when we stop making sound and start being sound, in resonance with the whole? Yes, the notes we hear are just the visible tip of the sonic iceberg. Each fundamental frequency generates a cascade of other frequencies, multiples, and submultiples of that original note, which we call harmonics. Think of them as invisible echoes, vibrational shadows that accompany the main sound, but carry with them nuances, textures, and crucially, information. These harmonics don't just color the tonal quality we perceive with our physical ears. They propagate and interact with the vibrational webs that make up our subtle bodies, the etheric, the emotional, the mental, and yes, even the causal. Imagine each subtle body as a different instrument, tuned to a particular frequency range. When a note, with its rich tapestry of harmonics, resonates, it finds resonance points on all these levels simultaneously. In the physical body, harmonics can vibrate with the cellular structure, with fluids, with the very fabric of the bones. Certain harmonic patterns, known through ancient wisdom and often documented in forbidden texts or occult rituals, have the ability to reorganize stagnant cosmic energy, promoting healing at the most basic level, activating the body's innate intelligence. It is a form of inner alchemy where sound becomes the catalyst for biological and energetic transformation. Ascending to the emotional and mental bodies, the interaction becomes more complex and subtle. Our emotions and thoughts also possess vibrational signatures. Specific harmonics can reach and resonate with these frequencies, both harmonious and dissonant. A complex harmony might, for example, find the frequency of an old fear, not to amplify it, but to, through sympathetic resonance, bring it to the surface to be acknowledged and released. Or it might resonate with the frequency of forgotten joy, awakening it. On the mental plane, certain harmonic arrangements seem to have the ability to induce states of cerebral coherence, to calm the chaotic internal dialogue, opening space for clarity and the reception of insights that lead to spiritual enlightenment. It's like tuning into a radio station that was previously obscured by noise. And what about the causal body? That level where archetypal patterns, echoes of past lives, and karmic lessons reside? Harmonic interactions at this level are deeply guarded hidden mysteries. It is believed that certain pure harmonics, certain fundamental sound colors, can resonate with the very matrix of the soul, accessing energetic memories and healing wounds that extend beyond this incarnation. It is as if harmonics were vibrational keys, capable of opening dimensional doors within ourselves, revealing the vast landscape of our multidimensional being. Not thus. Listening is not merely a sensory function. It is an act of profound energetic interaction. When a tantric master uses a specific sound in a ritual, when a shaman sings a particular melody, when a Tibetan bell is struck in a particular pattern, they are not simply emitting sound. They are releasing cascades of intentional harmonics, seeking to awaken, heal, or transform through resonance with the deep layers of the being. They utilize ancient wisdom about the vibrational nature of reality to access the hidden mysteries within the human energetic architecture. But if each note produces this complex network of harmonics that affects us so profoundly on multiple levels, what about the relationships between notes? What happens when certain frequencies are played together? Does the combination of harmonics from different notes create something entirely new? Something with an even more specific power or function? Like a master key, capable of unlocking deeper secrets or manifesting cosmic energies in even more powerful and targeted ways? Is there a universal harmonic grammar that, once understood, would allow us to speak directly to the fabric of reality? Yes, the combination, the harmony. It's not just the individual note with its cascade of harmonics, but the relationship between the notes that weaves a vibrational pattern of much greater complexity. Think of it as the sacred geometry of sound. Just as specific shapes in space create particular energy fields, certain combinations of frequencies, chords, melodies, rhythmic sequences create shapes in the vibrational field that interact in specific ways with our own energetic structure. Ancient wisdom knew this. It wasn't just poetic intuition, it was energy science. In many systems of healing and initiation, from Sufi traditions to Vedic rituals and shamanic practices, precise sound sequences were employed. They weren't random, they were keys. Keys. To what? To the mysteries hidden within consciousness itself and the subtle architecture of the body. These frequency combinations resonate with what some call golden codes, or spiritual, DNA-laden energetic patterns that contain the original blueprint of our being, as well as the memories of all our experiences. Not just in this lifetime. It's as if every trauma, every repressed emotion, every fragment of the soul lost throughout the ages creates a knot, a dissonance, an interruption in the free flow of this cosmic energy within us. Conscious singing using these harmonic sound keys aims to find these knots. It doesn't force them. It resonates with them, like a tuning fork finding its corresponding note in another object. As it resonates, it vibrates with the original, healthy pattern of the golden code, encouraging the knot to untie, liberation to occur. This liberation is inner alchemy in action. It is the transmutation of stored psychic and emotional pain into pure vital energy, into expanded consciousness. The forbidden texts, or at least those fragments that have survived or been encoded in myths and symbols, allude to this capacity of sound. They speak of words of power, of mantras that can construct or dismantle reality, of songs that remind the soul of its stellar origin. They refer not only to magical sounds, but to a profound understanding of the vibrational physics of the universe and of the human being. The secret lay in the intention and the precision of the sound combination. Singing, then, is not just about making sound. It is an act of remembering. It is a call to the scattered fragments of the self to return to the center. It is a dialogue with one's own personal quantum field. By chanting the correct frequencies with focused intention, we activate these latent codes. We begin to remember who we truly are, beyond conditioning and wounds. This gradual remembrance is the path to spiritual enlightenment, not as a final destination, but as an ongoing process of unveiling, of returning to our luminous nature. But if sound can awaken dormant memories and codes within us, activating our inner alchemy and reconnecting us with cosmic energy, what other latent abilities might these codes, once awakened, confer? Could they alter our perception of the very fabric of reality? Could they allow us to interact with the hidden mysteries of the cosmos in ways that now seem impossible, using not just external sound, but also internal sound, the vibration of the soul itself? If vibration can unlock these latent codes, activating inner alchemy and attuning us to cosmic energy, the path to manifesting this grand potential begins, paradoxically, in the simple and everyday. Do not seek the great revelation in the distant heavens, but in the earth beneath your feet and in the sound in your throat. Ancient wisdom reminds us that the macrocosm mirrors the microcosm, and that the deepest hidden mystery is often veiled by our own familiarity with it. Let's begin with the earth. Practice singing with the earth. It's not singing about it, but with it. Feel its pulse, its density, its vast memory. Open your mouth and let the sound that emerges be a vibrational response to the earth's frequency. It's an act of deep rooting, of aligning your energy field with the telluric field, allowing the cosmic energy flowing through it to resonate within you. Some forgotten traditions, mentioned in fragments that resemble forbidden texts due to their rarity or obscurity, spoke of becoming a conductor of the earth's vibration, healing not only yourself, but also the soil itself, and you, your own ground, your body. Direct the sound to areas of tension, pain, and blockage. The body is an instrument, but with strings that become tangled. Focused sound, charged with intention, can dissolve these knots. It is an inner alchemy in action, using vibration to transmute stagnation into flow, density into lightness. It is the echo of ancient sound healing practices, adapted for self-knowledge and self-healing. Sound becomes a key that unlocks the closed chambers within you. Practice chanting at dawn and dusk. These are liminal times when the veil between worlds is thinnest. The rising and setting sun are not just physical events. They are energetic portals. Chanting at these moments aligns your vibration with cosmic transitions, attuning you to the deeper rhythms of the universe. Ancient wisdom has always honored these moments as sacred, propitious for receiving insights, for glimpsing the hidden, mysteries that manifest between the lines of reality. It is a practice that fosters gradual spiritual enlightenment, a subtle awakening with each new solar cycle. But the most powerful practice, perhaps the most challenging, is silent vocalization. It's not about not making a sound, but about generating the vibration within yourself, without emitting it externally. It's the song of the spirit, the resonance of the soul. Visualize the sound, feel the vibration running through your being, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. It's working directly with the cosmic energy that resides within you, the prana, the chi. This practice intensifies inner alchemy, as vibrational energy doesn't dissipate into thin air, but is contained and directed internally. Many forbiddens. Texts and esoteric traditions describe this inner voice as the true engine of creation and personal transformation. Keeping a chant journal isn't just about taking notes. It's about mapping the inner territory these practices reveal. Record the sounds that emerge, the sensations in your body, the images that arise, the emotions released, the insights received. This journal becomes a mirror of your journey of spiritual enlightenment, a personal compendium of the ancient wisdom that resides within you. It is where the echoes of hidden mysteries can be captured before they disappear. Each of these practices is a step, small steps that, together, build a vibrational bridge between your ordinary self and the unlimited potential of your being. They prepare the ground, tune the instrument, open the channels. But what happens when the instrument is perfectly tuned? What is revealed when the silent vocalization becomes an inner roar of cosmic energy? What can be accessed or transformed when inner alchemy reaches its peak? And so, we approach the truth that lies beyond audible sound. The inner voice is the portal. What secrets has it revealed to you today? Share your discoveries in the comments. And share this knowledge. This journey is vast. Subscribe for more revelations. If you're ready to delve deeper into the energy you've discovered, check out our next recommended video on activating inner power. Reality is a melody we learn to feel, not just hear. What's its next note?